and dear Mr. Markovic, Deputy Prime Minister, thank you very much for having us here. Thank you also very much by referring so clearly to the Dutch initiative 2 years ago for the first ministerial meeting. But I have to say that I'm also very pleased that this year's forum takes place in Montenegro, in this also geopolitical important part of Europe. My Equality Department keeps good memories of your hospitality on the occasion of the Roundtable of LGBT Focal Points in Cologne in October 2013. And I also know that last year you had a March for Equal Rights for LGBT, the Pride March, which was very successfully held in your country with no difficulties. And I think this should be an example for other countries. So I would like to compliment you by organizing this. I would also like to compliment the police because I think they did a great part in organizing the march. So with today's launch of the Idaho Forum, you show real political leadership in tackling homophobia, biphobia and transphobia in this region. I'm also happy to be in the company of my colleagues from Sweden and Malta, since Malta will have in 2017 the EU Council presidency, and my country will have the presidency in the first part of 2016. When my colleague from Malta, Helena Dali, and I spoke in New York at a side event on ending violence towards LGBT women, a Mexican young woman stood up and she declared that it was the first time in her life she said in public that she was lesbian. That was a very confronting moment. She impressed me and the whole audience, and she urged government leaders to protect its citizens from violence and discrimination. She urged governments to help create a society where LGBTs, as all citizens, can live the life they want. Figures from the Fundamental Rights Agency and reports from human rights defenders organizations clearly show that hate crime and violence towards LGBT persons is a reality all over, in Europe, in Montenegro, and also in my own country. This is why this year's theme, Ending Violence and Hate Crime, is, in my opinion, very timely and well chosen. This is also why this forum promises to become an inspiring event for me, for my colleagues, for NGOs, and for all stakeholders. I have to say that I have great worries about homophobic legislation, for example, in Russia, Lithuania, and Hungary. And also have worries about countries of Europe where killings of transgenders in some parts take place, like Turkey. Progress of equal rights for the approximately 50 million LGBT persons in Europe seems to have come to a standstill. And we have to change that. A comprehensive and concerted policy approach within this Council of Europe and within the European Union is lacking. Protecting fundamental rights of all citizens and safeguard rule of law are central European values. Therefore, we need a strong civil society and we need political leaders to stand up at the national, regional and at the European level. We must speed up at all levels. In parts of Europe, the public opinion about and the social acceptance of homosexuality is improving. For example, the social acceptance in the Netherlands has reached an all-time high of 91% of the population socially accepting LGBTs. But this can be no reason for satisfaction or just looking away. We must be vigilant because there are still parts of our society where homosexuality of transgenders are not socially accepted. Still, a lot of work needs to be done. And this is why I'm happy that today, on this special occasion, I officially kick off the Idaho Action Week in my country. And I hope you can see it soon on the screen. It's something I'm a little bit proud about. The Dutch Idaho Action Week is a 7-day relay event made up by, among others, the National Football Association, the Olympic Sports Federation, 7 large cities in the Netherlands, national trade unions, the National Union of Senior Citizens, and the National Transgender and National LGBT Organization. In total, 24 national stakeholders taking their responsibility and contributing to Idaho with a great final on next Sunday, May 17, the Idaho Week. So I'm looking forward to the week in my own country, and I'm also very much looking forward to the next day conference here in Montenegro. Thank you very much.